So I'm sitting in my 2020 389 Peterbilt that we bought brand new. A little bit of a story. So yesterday I picked up milk. Nothing out of the ordinary happened, or not crazy heavy or anything like that. You can see how many miles the truck has on it. So when I got back, I was doing my paperwork, letting it cool down, everything. Shut the truck off, got out, or was getting out, and one of the airbags blew while it was just sitting here, which I thought was kind of a weird coincidence. Don't really know why, but it did. And it was one of the back ones, that one there. So it's changed now. This one I replaced last year because the whole leaf spring moved on the axle, because these Peterbilts, it's not a very good design, I don't believe. It's just clamped on there. So it moved over and the airbag rubbed against the tire and it blew the airbag. So when I got a new airbag, I got two, because I like to do that, so I have spare parts. So this is the airbag that went bang, and couldn't find where it had chafed or anything. I guess it was just, 3 years old is, I guess, all you can get out of stuff these days. So in order to change it, I left the trailer hooked up and I jackknifed it, and drove the front axle onto some 4-inch blocks like that. So this axle was a little bit lower, so that way I could get the airbag out. To change the airbag took maybe 20 minutes. Then I drove it back off the blocks and was turning and straightening it back out, and I heard kind of a clunk and realized I still had my power divider in, which, like, I was doing this all on the dirt. Doesn't normally make a clunk, but I was didn't know what that was. So unlocked my power divider, and then it was like it was in neutral, and I was very confused. But tried different gears, nothing. Then I got out and looked, and then the drive shaft was still spinning. Just in case anybody's wondering, that definitely should not do that. So these are Spicer, what are they, like DSH 40 rears. Yeah, something broke in that front axle, so it only moves on with the power divider, which puts power to the rear axle. Very perplexed as to what happened, if there was something already happening in there. I don't know what. I'm not a huge fan of Spicer axles anyway, but yeah, so with milk it kind of has to be delivered, so obviously not recommended, but I delivered the load on driving on the power divider, because I figured if that center section is bad, I'm gonna have to get a reman one and replace it anyway, and didn't have a whole lot of options of how else to deliver it. So I took it easy and made it there, almost with no issue. The only issue that I ran into was a deer. So it bent it into the tire. I was able to use my load bar to bend it back out. I think you can see a little poo on the tire there. I think that's only the second deer I've hit in my lifetime, which is kind of miraculous because we have a lot of deer. But yeah, all of that happened in the last 24 hours. I not superstitious, just a little stitious. So yeah, I don't, and things tend to happen in waves, you know, like you go through a season of breaking things or blowing tires or different things. And yeah, I feel like I might be in a bit of a season of things not going well, but hopefully it's a short season. Yeah, I can't really see any relation to why any of those three things happened at all. Like I said, the power divider, front rear end, maybe was already weak, and me just turning on dirt with the power divider in was enough for something to let go. But yeah, there's my little story time for now, and I'll give you an update once I tear that rear end apart.